Hello, Hannah. Hello. How are you guys doing? Oh my gosh, migraines. I've had one migraine in my life, and I would not wish that upon anybody. Woo. There we go. Get myself all situated. Can you guys hear me okay? Awesome. It's like sometimes my hair gets in the way. There we go. Oh, I don't know what's going on. So I'm thinking that this video is not going to be as long as last week's with the live clean with me. But I do enjoy these live videos a lot and talking with you guys. So I'm gonna keep doing them, and maybe every week we'll just kind of change it up every week. Jeez. Oh man, Hannah, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it goes away quickly. It's not good. That is horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Sarah, the weather here is, well, it's not gloomy out, but it's like super cloudy, and I think it was like 65 out when I checked when I was in my car. That might have been a couple hours ago though, so it could be, but it's super nice. You know, Arizona, where luckily we have the best winters, but they're like everyone else's summers, and then the summers are horrible, and so at least we get some kind of reprieve. Yeah, amazing. Arizona is, I don't know, the winters make up for the horrible summers. And then you just hide in the house all summer so you don't get burnt after 5 seconds of being outdoors. Let's see. Yeah, I can't imagine having migraines. Headaches are bad enough. Usually when I get headaches, they're all just right here. But, oh man. Thank you guys. Yeah, Arizona it's funny to watch the people here with the cold that we have. I've been up to Calgary, Canada with my boys a couple times, and it, like I said, it's like our winter. So we're all like wearing pants and like have jackets, and everyone there is like tank tops and shorts and sandals and swimming. And that's just freezing. I don't understand how people can do that. I touched the water once when we went to a man-made lake up in Calgary, and it was freezing. I used to swim in that pond, like that lake, when we were little, but as an adult, I guess I'm a wimp now. Yeah, probably shouldn't do that. Anyway, so what do you guys want to talk about today? I my surgery. I I have 2 weeks left before my next appointment with my nutritionist. I think my doctor might be there, but after that, it's like, then it's game on. I have after my last appointment, um, I'll meet with a nutritionist in 2 weeks, and then they send it out to insurance, and then if I get approved, then we'll schedule my surgery, and I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I just want it to be like tomorrow. If I could have my surgery tomorrow, I'd be like, deal, deal. Let's see. Am I feeling better emotionally? You know what? I am. I This has been a pretty good week. I still have my moments where I'm sad and I cry, but overall, like, me and Anthony have had a good week. We've gotten along pretty well, and so obviously that makes me feel, happy. Um, and so, just taking each day by the day, sometimes by the hour, and just working through everything, and um, looking at the bright side of things. I don't like to be a negative Nancy, so I try not to focus on the bad things, even though they come just naturally. So overall, it's been a good week. Very, very happy with that. Thank you. Yeah, I've had a lot of panic attacks since all of this started, and um, that's a new experience for me. I've always had depression, but I never had panic attacks or anxiety, and so having those is just, it's horrible. I don't know. I don't understand how people can deal with that just constantly all the time. I have I used to have them, like, a couple weeks ago. I would have them every day, multiple times a day. Um, but I think I've only had like one this week. And so better than one every day. And that's all I worry about, just keeping that mental health on check with everything is, you know, super important, because I'm not going to allow myself to go back to the ways that I was before, where I just let my depression like hold me down, and my fear hold me back from, how I want to actually be, myself, who I am. And I'm a pretty, like, if you know me, I just am who I am. But I have held myself back from a lot of things because I'm afraid of doing them, or I'm afraid of being out in public because of my weight. Um, but I'm so sick of it, and I refuse to let it hold me back anymore. And I'm just gonna take life by the reins and just go for it, I'm sure I'll still have my moments, but who doesn't? And I'm just, with the surgery coming up, while it's not a fix all, I know a lot of things are gonna change once I have the surgery, and my confidence will build, and it will touch every part of my life. And I'm just, like I said before, I'm just ready. I'm sure when I get to the point of having the surgery, I'll be a little scared, but I'm so ready for the surgery. Yeah, every day, just taking it one step at a time. Let's see. Yeah, depression and anxiety, it's not something a lot of people can understand if you've never suffered through it yourself. Um, but it keeps you in bed. It keeps you from showing love to people who you should be. It holds you back from just doing things and in general. And I've always done what I needed to do, and but when you're at my weight, you get the looks, from the people, and it's something that you kind of get used to. It doesn't make you feel good, obviously, but you get the looks from people who are judging you, and that brings you down. But you know, one step in front of the other. I'm so sick of it holding me back, and luckily, even with everything that's been going on, I have found a way to love myself. And even with pain that's been coming, or the panic attacks or anything like that, like the self-love I've built up for the past few months is still there, and I refuse to let it go away. You know, I haven't had it's been a long time since I've felt that way for myself, and I refuse to let it go away at this point. I'm just gonna read some of the comments over here. Yeah, so I've always been just kind of a hopeful person that things will just work out, and I don't know if that's hopeful, but I just kind of trust that things work out for the way they need to be and the right way. And while they haven't been the best lately, I still am just gotta keep myself in the right headspace and allow myself the grace to have accept them as normal and not let them build up. And um yeah, basically. Let's see. I'm gonna read some of the more comments over here. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't understand that I was having panic attacks. Um, and I went to the doctor, and he's like, well, one doctor was like, "Oh no, there's something wrong with your heart." I'm like, I was just at a cardiologist. I know there's nothing wrong with my heart. And then I went to another doctor, and he's like, "Well, yeah, it sounds like you're having panic attacks." Like, okay, good to know. So I've been trying to get some yoga in and try and just like breathe, but when it hits, it's like, dang, dang. Yeah, Christy, I definitely agree with that. You have to love yourself before you can love others. And since I have been feeling so good lately, I just don't want to, I'm not going to let it take control of me again. Yeah, that's true. Marie, definitely. Yeah, having faith that things will work out for the best is, I've definitely always had that outlook on life, and I definitely have it more now. You know, that's all I can really do at this point. Yeah, I am. You definitely have to learn how to not let it control you. Um, and I don't understand why I let my depression control me so long. It just, you don't think that there's any way out of it. Um, with me and my depression, it was like my brain just wouldn't stop yelling at myself, like, "You're just a piece of crap. You're not a good mom. You're not a good wife. You don't know how to do this. You don't know how to do that. You're just stupid. you don't do anything right. And so I just let those voices in my that sounds bad. But I let the voices in my head tell me how to be, and it's a big regret now, but you know, my I was on depression medicine for a long time and that did help, but the instant I decided to get this gastric sleeve surgery, I don't know what shifted, but it was like, okay, yeah, this is what I need. This is the right thing to do for me, and it's not going to be necessarily the easiest thing, but it since then I realized that I am worth it, just worth feeling good about myself basically, I guess. And so since then it's just been growing and growing. My when Anthony left, I um the biggest things that he had a hard time with me about were, not keeping the house clean or, sleeping all day or just things that I let control me and not showing affection. And I understand now how bad it was. I didn't before. And um and it's like I don't know, it makes me feel bad that I let it get so bad, um, to where it just messed up a lot of things. Now, I'm not saying everything with what's going on is just my fault, but I recognize now what I did wrong, and so I've changed it. I did the switch, switch things up, and now I work every day to figure out how to get things done, and just not necessarily force myself because I don't feel like I'm forcing myself to do these things. It's just something I want to do. Um, and I feel that even makes me feel better. Anthony, he had moved out for a few days and then he's been he's been at the house basically um after the first week, and there was a lot of fighting and arguing and trying to understand each other and trying to understand just the situation in general because some that's not divorce isn't something that I ever wanted to deal with, um and it's still not something I want to deal with. You know I still want to hold my family together and show the ones that I love my I see it as my true potential, and the way I see things is it's better now, but it's just going to keep getting better in my mind, and I just have that feeling that that's what it's going to be. And that's also part of why I'm so excited about this surgery because I know it's going to be so good. Yeah, yeah, with the thought of divorce, it puts a lot of things in perspective. I don't want to say it's like a traumatic thing because there's obviously a lot of things worse, way worse than that. But at least for me, it was like, oh, well, I let all of these things that I was just perfectly fine doing hold me back from how it should have been. I should have, wanted to show affection because I do love my husband and, um, I don't want my family to break up and So, I was so sick over everything that was happening that in the first like 2 weeks, I think it's been like 4 weeks now, but in the first like 2 weeks, I lost like 20 pounds because I couldn't eat and I couldn't, when I did force myself to eat, I would just be nauseous. We did do marriage counseling. I don't think either one of us were in the right headspace for that. Um, I think, at least for us, individual counseling would be best, and I am currently working on finding a therapist for myself to work on with, um, because I feel like be everyone can use any kind of help. Bring me all of the help I can get. Busy Becky, that's amazing. I mean, not spending the money is, but that you know, found your way back to each other. Hi, Sarah. Or not Sarah. Hi, Sarah's 1-year-old. Cute. Yeah, I can definitely see how a divorce would make things worse. Um, but I'm just holding on to um, the strength that I know that I have inside myself and the love that I've figured out I'm worth. The self-love I've figured out I'm worth. And so when I do have the bad moments or the bad days, I just have faith that I know it will work out either way. Either way it goes. Mhm. Yeah, I would like that too, Lisa. But yeah, I mean, it's a two-sided thing. So you do what you can. You hope that the other person finds their way to back to you. But my problem is I talk too much. I overtalk things and I overthink things, and it doesn't help. So I've been trying to shut my mouth sometimes. Yeah, I depression medicine, if you find the right stuff, it is it's worth it. I mean, you might have to figure out, I was on one and then it stopped working, so I had to go to a different kind, and then that was like it was amazing. Well, it was amazing and it helped a lot. I think it helped so much that I figured out how to quiet the voices, the main thoughts in my head on my own because it gave me the space to do that. So I would definitely, if someone can go to a doctor and figure out that they have depression or anxiety, it's you might as well take it of having that chance to better yourself. I know I have to go out and well, I don't have to. I'm gonna go out and mow the lawn after I'm done this. Our grass has been so great this winter. It has to be mowed a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I clean better when I'm by myself listening to music, but I've made it a habit. I'm actually coming out with a video on Monday of just kind of what I've been doing lately to keep myself on track with the house and keep it all looking pretty. Um, let's see. I don't know. I make my bed every day. I don't make it like this. I don't I don't usually put all of the pillows on, but I figured, oh well, you're doing a video today, might as well just actually make your bed look nice. I usually just pull the blankets back up. But it's the small things. Even that can make a big difference. Because I don't like to go lay in a bed that's made. Uh, but I got my CPAP machine the other day. I don't remember what day, like 2 days ago. And I wore it the first night and it was horrible. I did not sleep at all. And it's just one of the ones that like goes over your under nose and like around, but I don't know how people can sleep with that stuff on. I'm sure you have to get used to it and I need to keep trying it, but oh man, having a tube sticking on the back of your head is not a fun way to sleep. So I usually sleep like this, like on my side, like away from my nightstand. And it's just like this big old tube, like a freaking umbilical cord coming out of my head. Bro, okay. I'm gonna try and pronounce your name. Is it Bro Bronwyn?
This one really hurts.
Okay, you're not supposed to be touching it. Why did you take that off?
I didn't. It
You
just
fell
fell
off?
off.
Okay. Well, let's see. You still have like 15 minutes before you can get in the shower. But why don't you go there? Let me see. This one is one hurts?
Let me touch it.
Well, don't touch it. Give it 15 minutes and then you can get in the shower, okay? Don't touch. Go. Hey, throw this away. Throw that away. Thank you. Don't touch. Thank you, Christy Rose. That's very nice of you. I have high hopes, but try to stay realistic about everything that's gone on so I don't, I don't know. And I try not to think too far in the future. My gosh, busy Becky. They said that I woke up 31 times with my sleep study. I'm like, well, that makes sense that why I don't ever feel, rested. Um, and the CPAP is basically it's like $50. And so I was like, okay, well, might as well try it. And I'm sure I'll get used to it, and I'm hoping once I start losing the weight that I won't need it anymore because it checks it like the machine itself checks your information and it sends it to my doctor. So hopefully I'll get to the point where they're just like, "Oh no, you're good now. You're good." Thank you so much, Marie Deathley. That's so nice. You're always so sweet. All of you guys are always so sweet. You guys are the best. I mean, Becky, you might want to just look into it. With insurance pays for so much of it. Excuse me. Ooh. All right, what else should we talk about, guys? I feel like I need to start coming in with like a script, or like not a script, but like ideas of things to talk about. I always like to touch base on like my surgery and like my mental health and that kind of stuff. But maybe I should just like time it like 30 minutes and done. But it usually ends up being like 45 minutes. And I don't know. Staring at my window right now. My tortoise is out there. I wonder if I can flip this. Flip this. Look at that. You see her? She just cruises around the backyard. Luckily, it's been warm enough now to where she will come in and out of her burrow. I don't go days without seeing her and freaking out and seeing if she's still alive. It's very nerve-wracking, but it's fun to watch. Oh no, I don't speak Spanish. Wish there was like a translate thing on when I'm reading the comments. There should be a button I can push. Oh, Lisa Marie, don't ask about my laundry room. The floors are clean mostly. The countertops are not clean. Maybe I should have done that while I was on here. Oh, dang, laundry room. It's the bane of my existence, truly. Oh, I've had so many people ask me to do a video about makeup, and I'm just like, I literally this is it. There's nothing fancy to what I do. It's just like foundation and powder, mascara, and a little bit of stuff right in there. Oh, the laundry room videos, it's ridiculous. I've been so good on keeping up my laundry that luckily it hasn't like, you know, been to that point where it's just a disaster again, but man. Oh, someday. Maybe someday when I'm mature, I'll have a clean laundry room. Thank you, Christy Rose. That's so sweet. I I've been putting on a lot more makeup. Not well, I don't consider it a lot of makeup, but I've been putting on makeup in general lately. And I'm really lucky that I don't have like I don't have I've got really good skin. I've always been really lucky with that. So I don't always see it necessary to wear makeup, and I don't always like I definitely don't like caking it on. I like to watch those YouTube channels where they put makeup on and that it's like full glam. Like I would love to know how to do that, but I don't think I could ever do like wear it in public because I would probably sweat it off. Thank you, Lisa Marie. I'm very very lucky when it comes to my skin. I've always had really good skin, and it's weird because my skin gets better when I don't wash it. Like, yeah, when I don't wash my face. When I'm wearing makeup, I'll take it off with like a wipe, or no, what have I been using? One of those makeup remover towels. That's what I've been using lately to take my makeup off. But I don't like I I stopped using I stopped using soap and like face cleaner stuff, and my skin got better because for a while there it was breaking out a lot for me. But once I stopped washing my face, it got better. I'm literally being stared down by my tortoise. Let's see. Oh, she's not looking at me anymore. She's just like staring. She was staring a hole into my soul. She does that. She likes to do that, and then she likes to come and try and eat your toes. Yeah, I've never been huge into makeup. I like it. Um, and when I do buy makeup, I try to buy the nicer quality stuff because I do it so rarely that it's worth it to me to have, better products for my skin. But I really only use like I have a concealer stick, some powder, highlighter, and mascara. Those are basically all that I use. I would love to do mascara, like not mascara. I would love to do eyeliner, and I used to all the time, but the cat eye stuff, I think it's so cute that I can't do it. Or if I do it, it takes me like literally at least 30 minutes. Wing liner, yeah, I can't figure it out. I think I would look good with that too. Like the few times I have been able to figure it out, I like it. But it's like you always have that one eye that you do really good, and then the other one you're like, that tortoise, man. I literally think she'd eat toes if she could. I I um didn't wear a lot of makeup in like school. All I would wear was like a powder and mascara or like a eyeshadow, back when it was cool to wear blue eyeshadow in the early 2000s. Um, so I don't know. I've never been one to cake it on. I just try to hide the shininess. But even now, I think people are like, "Oh my gosh, blue mascara." I feel like people now are all about the dewy skin look, like looking like you've been sweating, but just natural. Oh my gosh. Seriously though, blue mascara, that was my jam. I love blue mascara, especially in junior high. Yeah, I didn't used to wear like it's been a long time since I've put makeup on every day um and sometimes I strictly just put mascara on. Um, but you know, I don't have my kids' eyelashes, the boys. Freaking boys and their eyelashes. It's not fair. Yeah, I think a lot of people when if they wear if they're so used to wearing a lot of makeup, to go without makeup is really hard. I know there's people who go like to the gym and they have makeup on, and I'm just like, I can't, I couldn't. I can barely cook dinner with makeup on because it just like start like get the sweat, and then I'm just like, and there would literally be mascara everywhere if I went to the gym with mascara on. I can't keep my hands off my face. See, why? I'm gonna freaking close my window. She's making me very uncomfortable. Stop it. Back porch swinging, that sounds nice. Today would be a perfect day to do a back porch swing if we had one. Hi, Ambrose. Oh man. I didn't do I well, when I had Chandler, I had wanted to have my hair done nice and have makeup on, but it was like 7 in the morning and it was a cesarean and it was not a good day. Wow, a whiteout. I've never experienced a whiteout before. It's good talking to you, Christy Rose. Thanks for coming. Oh man. I've seen it snow. Like I've been in a blizzard, but I guess that's called a whiteout. Is that called a whiteout? I have no idea. Arizona has a lot of different areas where we get different temperatures. Like here, it doesn't snow, but you go up 3 hours north and it that's where I experienced a blizzard. My mom said there's a blizzard when she was flying back home from um, Utah a few weeks ago. Oh man, 25 degrees. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I would not be leaving my house. I don't even comprehend that because that is so cold. No. Mm-mm. So Lisa, I've never been in labor, so I don't know what that's like. I had two cesarean sections with my boys because they were both beasts. Beasts. Ohio. Ugh, I love Ohio. It's so pretty there. Yeah, I have been enjoying going outside and laying in the sun because I feel like sometimes my house is so cold. I don't know, my house is like really insulated. It's like cinder block and then wood and then, all of that stuff. But the cinder block I feel like holds in the cold and sometimes I'm just freezing. Yeah, I went to Ohio a couple years ago for a woodworking thing my friend was putting on and I think it was in like October, but it was amazing. It was cold, but it was amazing. And then we went there a couple years ago when my husband was doing he does like a track thing of car shows, and they have a big one, a really big one in Ohio that go to. So I met them there, and it was cool. And where did we go? We went to that that theme park that's like right on the beach. I can't remember what it's called. Cedar. Yes. Oh man, Cedar Point. That was a fun place to go to. It was crazy. I we spent a day at like the water point, like the water pool area. Water pool. Talking is hard, you guys. But we spent a day swimming, and then my hair got so ratty by the time I brushed it, I literally lost like half my hair, and my hair is still recovering, and it's been 2 years. I lost so much hair. It was insane. I don't know what the heck was in the water, but ooh, Yeah, I didn't even know that that was a thing, but it's a pretty cool place. The roller coasters, I get pretty nauseous when I do roller coasters, so I didn't ride a lot of them, but it was fun to just be there and experience that with the boys. And yeah, the water was freezing, even though it was like June. The water was cold, but I mean the boys went swimming, but no. Yeah, that's the best part about living in Arizona is it doesn't get humid. I don't know how people do humidity. We stayed at a trailer park when we were there. Not a trailer park, but like a campground. And we just drove in and there was a lot of people there. It was crazy. I wish we could have been in like the campground right there. That would have been cool, but of course it was probably booked up the whole time. You know, I living in Arizona, you're definitely always swimming during the summers growing up. And so I love that. Um, but I don't like swimming in like lakes because of fish and because it's so dirty and except for there's a lake in Montana that my cousins have a cabin at. What the heck is it called? I don't know. There's this lake in Montana and it's like crystal clear and it's beautiful and it's just like it's a dream. It's one of those places you're going, you're like, is this actually real? Oh, it's Flathead Lake. Flathead Lake. It's one, yeah, it's amazing. We spent the 4th of July, I believe in Columbus a couple years ago. That was cool. That was there was the whole like downtown like shut down and um there were just amazing fireworks. It was awesome. Oof, getting a little chilly. Got a few new shirts the other day when I went to Torrid. They're super cute. I haven't bought a cute shirt for myself in so long. Yeah, us Arizona people don't know how to handle humidity. Mm-mm, no. Yeah, Arizona does own dry heat. We're all about that. Hannah, yeah, my channel is monetized. Once you get to 1,000 subscribers, you have the option to monetize, and it comes in the ways of the ads you see. You get paid like a tiny amount for those. Um, so that's why all of the people who have channels, we have Amazon stores, we have links that we give you guys because what you make from YouTube is so tiny. Um, like you get like $5 per like 1,000 views or something, and it honestly just depends. Like I've seen it to where I get $10 per 1,000 views, and I've also seen it where you get like $2 per 1,000 views. So it is monetized, but it's not like you don't make a living off of it. Yeah, I I would love to get to the point where, like, companies wanna work with me and pay me, but nothing I've ever posted about or, like, shown in my videos I've been paid for. Um, and I only like to show you guys stuff that I would actually use because, like, people ask me all the time if I have a Grove collaborative thing, and it's just not I don't think it's something that I would ever do because I would never on my own buy it. Like, if I was just, living my life, I'm gonna go to the grocery store and buy my products to clean with or Target. I don't really wanna wait around for a box of cleaning supplies. No, that's just me, though. I know a lot of people use it, and I know a lot of people like it. It's just that's just not me. Now, if you wanna send me all of the vacuums in the world to try out, I will try out every single vacuum I'm sent because I love vacuums, and that's a very weird thing to say. I tried getting, a thing with Dyson. I applied to be, like, part of the I don't even know what they're called, but they're like, "Nope, you're not big enough, sorry." Yeah, they definitely only wanna, like, give you stuff. They don't wanna pay you. And, like, so if you have someone like Love Meg, she makes money, obviously, off of all of her ads and her sponsorships, um, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get to that point. Yeah, sh affiliate links like, I have an Amazon store where I have, like, all of my favorite products, um, like, from hair stuff, makeup stuff not makeup, but, like, face stuff that I use, cleaning supplies, organization stuff, and anytime I find something new that I like, I always put it in there, so I do leave a link for that in every description box that I use, um, but I guess I'm not really vocal enough to tell people, like, I need to say it more, like, at the beginning of the video, um, and I'd probably get more but even that, it's not really you don't really get much from that. The way that people from YouTube make money is they get the sponsorships, um, and that's, like, the point where they have to be like they have to tell you guys, um, what that they're being paid from it. My gosh. I I own a lot of vacuums. I have 2 robot vacuums. 1, 2, 3, 4 Dyson vacuums. Like, 1 like, 2 stick ones, 1 old like, the old school one, and then a handheld one. My handheld one's broken, and I don't really use the big block version one anymore. Um, but yeah, I I love vacuums. I'm glad to know I'm not the only one that's obsessed with buying vacuums. That makes me feel better. Yeah, actually, buying vacuums can be hard because, like, you want a nice one, but they're so expensive, and so that's why I try to always buy them at Black Friday. That's when I try to buy vacuums, um, because they're always on sale, and have an obsession with Dyson, so I've heard that the Shark vacuums are really good too, though, but I that those are. Oh, see, yeah, I've never had a shark vacuum. I couldn't give my own honest opinion about it because I have no idea. People say that they're amazing, but, you just always gotta make sure you register whatever item you buy because then um if you have problems with it, then you can always return it, and a lot of companies, um, rely on people not registering their items so they don't have to give things out for free, and I make sure every item between, like, hair styling products, vacuums, anything electronic, I make sure that I register it, so if it breaks, I can be like, "No, listen here, you are gonna help me, whether you like it or not." Actually, I mean, if you can, I would try if you can try Dyson, I would. They're pretty amazing. Oh, no, really, Ambrose? You're literally the first person I've ever heard say that they hate their Dyson. Hi, Audrey. Just reading the comments right in front of me because they disappear so quickly on the screen on my phone. Ooh, man, dogs. There's 2 times a day where I can see all of the dog hair on the floor from Hercules. Got, like, 7 a.m. and 5 p.m., right when it's, like, the sun's hitting the windows because we're east-west facing. Yeah, shop vacs are great, but I feel you on the something easy to pull out and just vacuum real quick. That's why I like the docking station that comes with the handheld Dysons. All right. So I think I'm gonna start wrapping up, you guys. I really appreciate you guys for coming out. Hoping someday that I'll be able to sit down and just have a topic of conversation. Like, I don't know if you guys ever watch Cat and Nat, but they have, I'm sure they have an idea of things to talk about when they sit down, but, you goals. No, I have like 10 shop vacs out in my shop. Good stuff. Ew, tired eyes. All right. Well, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for coming. I will have a new video up on Monday, and I will be doing another live next week on Friday. I'm sure it'll be back at 12. So thanks for coming, guys. I'll see you next time.